Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. Today we're going to start putting together a factory to make rocket parts and launch rockets. I've already gotten a rocket silo here. Also, you see over here I added a little something. I picked up quite a lot of wood recently. I've got 8,000 pieces of wood in inventory. So I'm just going to be turning that into solid fuel here in the main base and then converting that to rocket fuel to power my personal train. That's basically all I'm doing with it, but I just wanted to explain what I had there. I did put in some speed modules, but I'm thinking that that's probably not completely necessary. I'll save them for more important things. Okay, so let's head over to the module shop and get loaded up because we're going to need a bunch of them. Yeah, 200 each is about all I'm going to have room for. So we'll get 200 each and then see what we can do with that. We can always go back for more. And I've got 1,000. I've got 1,000 in there. So let me try something here. Yeah, okay. So let's say that whenever speed module 1s are greater than 950, let's say, we enable this. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. They come out on both sides. I wonder if there's a way that I can prevent that from happening. Okay, I have an idea. Because I only want the speed ones to come out on the far side, right? Let's see here. And then I've got some 2s. Okay. So that's fine. And then what if I just put an inserter there? Wrong side. Okay, offset over there. There we go. All right. So that way, if once we build up a sufficient supply of level 1s to be available for other stuff, we can use it to make more level 3s. All right, so as long as we have at least 950 in this box, we'll send them down the line to be used to make more level 3 modules. And those we're going to run up to 1,000. These we're running up to 1,000. And maybe I should increase this. Well, I'll just leave it like that for now. Okay. And actually I'm going to get in here because I'm going to have to drive my train manually. Okay, so where are we going to put the rocket stuff? Well, I decided to put it over here. So I made a nice double wide area that's 2 grid spaces wide. And the reason I did that is I want to make all the rocket parts and launch the rocket all in the same section. I was just looking to see why that train slowed down there. Okay, so we're going to have to bring in lots of different ingredients, which means I'm going to need a lot of train stops, which is why I kind of made this area extra large. So I'm thinking we'll start to bring in components over here. Maybe we'll do two-way train stops, or I'm sorry, one-way train stops for, or no, two-way train stops for two-headed trains. So we can get several of them in there. Or maybe we'll bring in some from that side, some from this side, and then run everything to the center. I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get over there. I think the closest passenger station to there is going to be the depot. So I'll start heading over that way, and then I'll drive manually once we get close. Which is going to be right here, and then I need to turn left. There we go. Okay, so I've made a rocket silo, which I think for now we'll just put right in the middle. All right, so let's find the middle here. That's the middle. I think I'm standing relatively close to the middle, so we'll call that, that's part of the middle. That's part of the middle. And over this way, this is the middle. Okay. So if we center our silo over this thing, that'll be the middle. So right about there. That's where I want it. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to fill this with productivity modules, obviously. That way we'll get more rocket parts from the components that we put into it. And we can put substations all around it. Is that centered? Not quite. Okay, and then there, and there. Okay, I think that's close to evenly distributed. And then we can put a few speed modules. There's some kind of contraption being run outside my window here. It's always perfect timing. Okay. All right, so that gives us a energy consumption of 16.7 megawatts, which is pretty huge. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll hold off on the speed because I don't think I'm going to be making rocket parts fast enough to really take advantage of it anyway. So let's just make it so that rocket parts are getting consumed as fast as we're making them. All right. So the rocket fuel is a pretty easy one. So why don't we bring that in first? Yeah, because we need rocket fuel, low density, and rocket control units. So why don't we do rocket fuel here? I think it's a bad idea to have junctions right next to other junctions. You know what I could do is I could put a junction here and then have a straight section come down here. Or over here. I'm trying to figure out where to put my train stations. If I'm doing two-headed. All right, so if I copy this, let's fix this up so that it's more easily tileable. Going this way, that's going in. I don't need that signal there. Okay. And then I can get rid of that, and I can get rid of that. Okay. I don't know why I'm losing the ability to name blueprints. Why can't I change the name on this one? I don't know if that's a bug or what. All right, so I'm going to add this to my rail blueprints because I don't think I have. Ah, I do. Okay. Looks like I've already got it. Okay, let's pick that up. Okay, so if I put that right here, approximately in the center. Yeah, and I'll get rid of that. And I'll get rid of that. Okay. Now let's say we had rocket fuel right here. Now how long is the rocket fuel train? The rocket fuel train is 141. So this is 14, and if it would only go one more, that would be great. I think that should be long enough. Let's see. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so we'll call this rocket fuel in. Okay, and let's get it some power. All right, and we'll set up some silos. Okay, set this to rocket fuel, and then we just need to set up the request. Now rocket fuel only stacks in tens, so a train full of rocket fuel, or a cargo wagon full of rocket fuel, will only hold 400. So that means a full train is going to be 1,600. So actually I think I don't need so many digits. Okay, so let's see. You know what, maybe I should have done Maybe I should do a larger train for rocket fuel. Yeah, see, in all these silos, I can hold 10,000. I can't get a read on this. Let's see if I can figure out how fast this is going to consume. It's going to take 10 every 3 seconds times 0.4. Yeah, 10 every 3 seconds is 3.3 times 0.4 is, well, it's a little over 1 per second, right? All right, so at 1 per second, 1200 will get consumed in 1200 seconds, which is a long time. 1200 seconds. Yeah. That's 20 minutes. That's way too long. So we are going to need... Okay, so anyway, I'll set this for 1200. We'll just get a full train load, and maybe we'll need to do a 282 train for rocket fuel. We'll see how this goes. All right, so train length goes 6. Minus 1200. And we want the request threshold. I'll set the request threshold to 600. No, let's set the request threshold to 1200, and we're going to ask for 2400. So 2 trains worth. Okay. So then we should be getting a train going over there. There it goes. Or one of these two. Okay, must be that one. This will be the first load, so I just want to make sure everything loads okay. And it should load very quickly since it's only 400 pieces. Yep. Okay, great. So we got that going. So at 1 per second, obviously a single red belt will be more than enough. And really, we're going to need more than 1 per second, because I'm not going to wait 20 minutes for a rocket to launch. So I want to put at least, I don't know, I'll put like 4 beacons on it to begin with, so that we can get more than 1 per minute, or more than 1 every 20 minutes. Okay, and my train is in the way. that there for now. And then I'll put my passenger station over here. Let's see. Ah, crap. I forgot to put inserters. Okay. All right, so this will be rocket PAX. All right, so I'll send my train off to go make some crazy turns somewhere, and hopefully it'll come back and park there. There it goes. All right, great. Yeah, that's red. All right, good. Okay, so we got rocket fuel. I need to get power run down there, so let's do that. Of course, I've set this up in a way that this is going to need to go around the power pole. There. Okay. I guess it only consumes power when it's actually running, because I don't see it there. And thank goodness for that, because it does use a lot of power. All right. Okay, so that's the easy one, obviously. So the next thing we'll need to make are, take your pick, low density structure or rocket control unit. And I think we could even do these in single stops. What I mean by that is I want to see if I can set this up so that one station handles all the components for each one of those things. All right, so let's copy this, minus that, and minus the loaders. Okay, and we'll call this RCU in. Okay, RCU for rocket control units. That'll be the one we do next. Let's move this over. Okay, and then All right, so rocket control units need blue circuits and speed modules. Okay, so we'll call this one will be for the blue circuits, and this one will be for the speed modules. Okay, and I can copy that. We'll remove that, remove that. All right, so blue circuits stack in 200s, I believe, 100s. Okay, and speed modules stack in 50s, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, but I think these are going to be consumed in equal amounts, right? Yeah. So let's just set it up for a train's worth of speed modules. All right, habitation modules are done. Next, we can do life support systems. Okay, so one train full of speed modules. I think I'm doing 141s here, right? Yeah, 141. So one train is going to hold 40 times 50 is 2,000. So 8,000. I should have doubled this. All right, so we're going to request 8,000 speed modules. Or no, we're going to request 16,000 speed modules. We're going to set our request threshold for 8,000. And we are going to request 16,000 blue circuits, which I'm fairly confident is going to be our bottleneck. Okay. There's probably yeah, I think that's fine. There's probably a way that I can do this with chain signals. It's going to be a little bit better, but okay. And then we'll have loaders coming out, 2 loaders coming out of each. And let me pick those right back up because they need to be filter loaders. So fast filter mini loaders. Okay, these are kind of a pain to make. I can only make 5 of them. They take stack filter inserters. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, it's a good thing I'm limiting this to 1 train at a time since there's only 1 way in and 1 way out. We wouldn't want another train to come waiting. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to need more of these. All right, so this one could be, well, one of them needs to be for green circuits and the other one needs to be for the other kind of circuits. Now, the other thing I could do to make this a little bit simpler would just be to use filter stack inserters. Maybe I'll do that instead. But I'm going to need to go back to the base and get more supplies. So let's go do that. No, we'll do the filter. We'll do the filter mini loaders. I don't care if they're expensive. I'm going to need a lot of them though. So let's set up a little production chain for filter mini loaders. Back in the main base. We'll do it with bots. I don't have any blue assemblers. Okay, let's see. Let's grab some. All right, and I'll just set up a chain over here. All right, fast filter mini loaders. So these are going to need fast underground belts. And stack filter inserters, which I'm not making anywhere. But we'll make those here. And I'll put some of those in a provider chest. Alright, so I'll run this until stack filter inserters are less than or equal to 100. Alright, and those are going to, actually we can put those there. Oh, and I'm going to need filter mini loaders too, which I'm also not making. Great. What? Okay, now I'm full. Let's get rid of that. All right. So I'll get rid of the filter mini loader request too, because I'm going to have to do that probably right there. Okay, and then this needs stack inserters. Okay, and then this can be the filter mini loaders. Which needs steel plate. Underground belts and filter inserters, which I'm already making elsewhere. Okay, why is this not working? Oh, 100. There we go. And we need fast underground belts. Why don't I have any fast underground belts? Ah, okay. So I need to request from buffer chests. There we go. I'll put in a few to get things started. All right, and then we need to put these in a chest somehow, which will have to go right here. All right, and I think 50 of these ought to do the trick. All right, what's missing? A construction robot. Okay. Okay, very good. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. And I'll pick those up. I've got 27 of them now. Awesome. That didn't take too terribly long. Whoa, green circuits. Okay, I want to... No, that's fine. That's fine, actually. I'm just using a lot of green circuits here, that's all. I don't need to change the belts. I just need to use less of it. Yeah, those stack inserters use up a lot of circuits. Okay, so now we can put two... Yeah, and here's what I'll do. We'll do a shared belt. Okay, so one of these will be the blue circuits, and the other one can be for the speed modules. And we'll just copy that on each of these. Okay. And then we can do the actual production. I'm thinking maybe 20 machines each. Well, actually, let's see. How many machines do I have making rocket fuel? 25. Yeah, so 20 machines each would be good. One, two, three. So we'll do something like that for these, and then another one of those for the other parts. And that way we'll always be making more rocket fuel than we are the other ones. Okay. Well, we might as well go ahead and finish this. We're almost done, even though I'm over time. Rocket control unit. Okay, so we'll just merge all this into two belts. One belt that way. And one belt that way. Let's get this powered up. Okay. All right, that looks a little silly. There we go. Okay, and now we're making rocket control units. Okay, and then we can copy the same thing here. And we can put it down here for the other parts, which are going to be low density structures. Now this is going to get a little bit trickier because these require 3 components. So what we can do is we can move this down. We can move this down by 1 tile. So we can fit another belt in here. That means I might have to move these substations. Right, so that way we can get 2 of the ingredients on those belts around the edge, and then the 3rd ingredient can go down the middle. And then the output can go out there. All right, so we will work on that the next time. Until then, thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.